Hi families, it's Mrs. Chan. I wanted to show you what you're going to be receiving in your supply bag that you will be picking up on Monday the 21st from 10:30 to 1:30 p.m. If you are a Hawk reader, you will also be receiving your Hawk reading supplies at that time too. So when your child gets all of these supplies and photocopies, it's really overwhelming and it's a lot. So I would like you to organize the supplies with your child sometime next week when you get them. My recommendation is to get a binder or some folders to organize everything. I would recommend just getting 3 pocket folders and labeling them math, ELA, and writing. So then your child can separate the photocopies by subject and have them do it with you so they know where things are. And so when I ask them to look for something, they can find it easily. So you'll notice in your bag that you will be getting a brand new consumable. So this is our Unit 1 consumable. Your Unit 2 consumable will look just like this, but instead it will have the troll picture. See where it says characters facing challenges? It will look like this. You will also receive 3 ELA packets. So these packets go with the consumable, and a lot of them are questions from stories that are in the consumable. You will notice on the top that each packet is labeled SW. So SW stands for seat work. So all the work in this packet is done independently during reading rotations when I'm not working with your child. All of these worksheets are uploaded to Seesaw daily, where they take a picture of the seat work and then they record their voices reading what they wrote. I do this so they can practice reading, number 1. And number 2, if they get in the habit of reading what they wrote or their sentences, hopefully they'll start catching their mistakes and then they're able to fix it and learn from it. So you'll notice it says 2.1. So 2 stands for Unit 2, 1 stands for Week 1. So we will be using these packets starting October 5th. So if you just want to put them to the side for now until the week before October 5th, that's perfectly okay. Then you'll also notice in that packet that you got a take-home activity calendar. So it's done by week. So for example, on the packet that we just looked at where it said seat work, Unit 2, Week 1, you'll notice that this is also Week 1. And on here, it's going to have the stories that we're going to be reading that week. If your kids ever finish their reading rotation work early, this is a good thing to use. Or on Mondays where they only have school half days, you can ask them about the stories they've read the last week. It has specific questions you can ask your child. It also has you looking for certain phonics skills that we've been working on. So this is a great way to check in and see what is my child understanding, what are they not understanding. It's a good extra. You will also notice that you got a new writing calendar. So real quick, all these would go in your ELA folder because it's all English Language Arts. The new writing calendar would go in the writing folder. So these are our October writing prompts. So for reading rotations, 2 to 3 days a week, they pick a prompt off the calendar and they write 2 to 3 sentences about the prompt with a title and a date. Our goal is to get to a whole paragraph. I'm only starting with 2 or 3 sentences because we missed a lot of school last year. So if your child can do more and 2 to 3 sentences is easy for them, please have them write a whole paragraph. I would love to see 5 sentences. That's our goal. And you will also notice that you got 3 colored papers. So we do 3 different genres of writing in first grade: opinion, informational, and narrative. I haven't taught the kids how to use these yet, so just have them put them in their writing folders for now. It shows the kids how we create a paragraph, different sentence starters, and it has writing checklists. So when they're done with their writing, they can look on the back and start checking their work. So once I teach them how to use them, it's going to be really helpful for them to have these nearby when they're doing their writing. So that's also going to go in the writing folder. And lastly, I wanted to show you this. So this came home in the first school supply bag. So it says high frequency words for second grade. They're high frequency words because we see these words often in children's books. And also, they don't really follow traditional phonics patterns or phonics rules. So it's really hard for the kids to sound these words out or to spell these words. So you kind of just have to memorize them. So by the end of second grade, their goal is to know how to read and spell all the words on the front and on the back. So on Monday afternoon, since we don't have school on Mondays, or not in the afternoon, we don't have school in the mornings, I want you to go through with your child and see what can they read and what can they write, and keep going until they come across a word they can't spell or read, and then that's the list you're going to stop on, and you're going to practice the words that they're having a hard time with. The second page that's attached to it is basically a menu of different ways that they can practice the words to help them memorize them. So you can show them their different options and then have them choose. So we want them to be able to read and spell all these words before they go to third grade. And then math. This is what their math book looks like, and this is what we've been tearing their math pages out of. Once the kids go back to school in person, we're going to send home the math books to our LEV students. So it should be starting at page 99. So you should be getting a math packet that has a flower on it that looks like this. And you should have also gotten a second math packet that's stapled together. It goes to page 162. So please just put those math pages in their math folder. And last thing I wanted to tell you is they have a white composition book at home. Anytime they do writing or math, and I tell them to get a separate piece of paper, I actually want them writing it in their composition book so it's organized all in one spot, and then they're practicing writing on lines. So if you need a new one or for some reason you lost yours, please let me know. And if your child ever finishes their schoolwork early or they have extra time, we don't want them to sit there and do nothing or to go play because it's still technically school time. So if they're ever done with all their work early and you need more work from me, please let me know. But I also highly recommend going on iReady. That's our new math and reading program, and it's leveled by their own level. So they took their diagnostic test, so the computer knows exactly where they're at, and they're giving them work at their own level. So please don't help them with it. They should be able to go through it on their own. And then just a few friendly reminders. Please make sure your child is sitting up in a chair when they're at school with me or on Zoom with me. Please make sure that they're returning on time after their break. So if they get logged out of Zoom, I've just been teaching them log off, log back on, log off, log back on. So please make sure they're on time. And then also with tech issues with Seesaw and Google Classroom and Zoom, I am doing my best. I'm not an IT person. I feel like I've learned a lot and I will do my best to help you. But with some programs, you probably know just as much as I do. So if you're ever having like serious problems with something, please call our tech line at the district office. You just call the district office phone number and ask for the tech line. Or you can Google it. That's how I've been learning a lot of things, as I just type in, how do I do this? And I've been watching how-to videos. So please reach out to me first. But at the same time, I'm doing my best, but I'm not the greatest at tech. So I hope this helps you guys. Have a great night. Bye.